Productions.
Yo, 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 what's up, what's good? Welcome to Elm Street. I'm your boy, I'm your host, Money Elms. Welcome, everybody, to another episode. Like I said, before we started every show, I gotta keep thanking the viewers. Thank y'all, because y'all the ones that make shit happen for us. And without y'all, we're nobody. So, salute y'all every single time, because y'all them stars. So, we got a good show for y'all today, man. I'm actually excited today, you know what I mean? Got a special guest in the studio, but I'm not introducing her just yet, I'm just gonna talk a little bit for a second. There's been a lot of stuff going on social media. We're gonna get into that, what's popping out in the streets. So, that's how we do it. On Elm Street, I always got to bring y'all the hottest news, everything that's popping. Got to keep our ears to the streets. So, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and introduce my guest tonight. It's the one and only Krystall Poppin.
What's up, Elms? Hey, glad to be back. Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute,
most definitely. And hey, we're glad to have you in the house today.
Thank
in the
you.
building. It's the first time you checking out the new set.
Yeah.
So
I
what do you
like
think?
it. I like what you're doing with the place.
Feeling the vibe?
I'm feeling the vibe, bro. I like it. I really like that wall.
Appreciate
I really like it. It's dope. Yeah, I know. It's dope. Fuji, dope shit.
Yeah. So, we're just trying to give a new face, a new view, a new vibe, starting off fresh. I figured I hit them with the new set for the new year. So, so this is what we're doing. So
Okay.
I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you're here.
I love
And,
it.
we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. What's popping out in the streets.
Yeah.
So, I hate always, starting out the show with some tragedy, with some, but, it's more of a pay respects, if anything, to the Houston rapper, Big Pokey.
Yeah.
He just passed away. As a matter of fact, collapsed on stage.
Yeah.
He's getting ready to do a performance. And, at first, when I seen the clip, I was like, it didn't, it looked like it was maybe like, I don't want to say a prank, but like, something else.
Right.
But then after a minute, and it was like some serious.
Yeah.
Did you get to see the clip?
I haven't seen the clip, but I definitely read the news, and it's so unfortunate, man, especially like, on stage like that. That's crazy. Rest in peace, for real. That's so sad.
Yeah, it's always sad, to see a fellow rapper just, pass away. But like I said, at least it wasn't due to some violent act.
Right. Yeah.
Some natural causes. And, I rather see an artist go out with a natural death
Right.
than some gun violence when it wasn't his time.
Right.
So, hey, God must have wanted him more. So
Right.
he called his number, and, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, hey, rest in peace out there in heaven, man.
Rest in peace, bro.
So moving on to some other news, some crazy news. So Zion Williamson has been all over social media right now. So there's been rumors, we don't know how true this is, but there's rumors that, he was actually messing around with, where's it, Mariah Mills? It's a porn star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
And it's crazy because, she's blackmailing him. He put him on blast, many threats, talking about, I'm going to leak the sex tape.
I saw that.
And remember, we was you telling me that, she was even, that she'd even kick him out of the NBA?
Yeah, she's like, y'all better start trading him or something like that. I was like, damn, like that. Wild. She's hurt. She's hurt about something.
Oh yeah. And it's crazy, man. Sometimes you gotta watch yourself, how you stepping out there, because you never know. It might be something, genuine or something, it might not even have to do with, their situation, but, you know, there's similar situations that people can try to take advantage, you know, because of your status.
That's exactly what it is, honestly. Like, you got to be careful. Like, even the way that I moved, like, I really got to consider a lot of things, just because you never know. If you let a bunch of people around you, not everyone has the best intention and they just want to use you and like use your platform, you know. So you definitely got to be careful who you keep around you.
Yeah. So let me ask you: have you had any people around you that you're like, man, I don't know about them. I gotta.
Always, you know what I mean? Like, definitely, like throughout the time that I've been doing it, there's definitely been people that I'm like, like. Especially people that are new coming around, you know, you start learning how to like see what people want from you and stuff. And I don't really trust so easy. My circle, like the actual people that I rock with in this is kind of small. You know what I mean? Like the real people that I rock with and stuff. But I do have like acquaintances that come around and stuff. But you just got to be careful. Really, you gotta consider a lot of things when you're in the spotlight.
Oh, damn. I'm over here violating on my own show. Like, I am the first one to always be like, you know what I mean?
Your cell phone's off.
Yeah. And then, but, you know, it happens to the best of us. You know, I was, you know, it's Krystall, you know, she came in, you know, she threw me off a little bit and, you know, that's what happened.
It's the yellow shirt, bro. It's bright.
Right. But yeah, you know, it's so true. You know, you always got to be careful the type of people. I mean, they might seem like they ride for you and everything, but they might have different intentions.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's why, you know, my circle's real small. You know, I can't even say that I got friends. You know what I mean? Just for the fact that, you know, certain shit in my past that made me, you know, be the way I am now and be like, you know what? I'd rather ride solo. Because I know I'm not going to let myself down. So, you know, I'd rather be solo than be around bad company. For sure. You know, there's that one song, what is it? I could do bad by myself.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. I don't need that baggage.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what it is too, is baggage that you don't need. Once you start learning that, like once you start saying like, hey, like, the check came back after you ate and no one's willing to put in, you know what I mean? Like not everyone wants to help, but they're ready to eat, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so true. You know, you know, when you're building a team, you know, everybody got to know their position, what role they're going to play. And I mean, it's all about teamwork at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely, you know, so. Man.
Yeah, and if people aren't willing to help, like, you just don't need them for real. Like, it took me a long time to realize that. Like, if you ain't going to help me, like, you ain't going to pick up that shit and start rolling with me, like, get the fuck out, you know? Straight up.
I mean, that's how it is. And then with Zion's case, you know, supposedly, you know, he has a baby mama, you know, I think he has a kid on the way. So that's like, wow. Damn. You know what I mean? It's like.
I think she was jealous about that. That's why.
I mean, yeah, of course.
You see what I'm saying? She's hurt. Something's hurting her.
I mean, she didn't want to be the side chick. But hey, I mean, you had to play your role. Yep. You know, I mean, I'm pretty sure, you know, he was like, all right, cool. You know, I'll keep you at a distance, but, you know, give you what the side chick deserves. But I mean, hey, but now he's all over social media. They put him on blast but I mean, it doesn't look like it's gonna do anything, you know, other than homegirl getting banned on Twitter and stuff like that.
It's not gonna work out for her, really.
Nah, so I mean, we'll definitely keep our eyes on that and see what happens with that, and you know, wish Zion the best, man. Just watch out there, man, because people always have bad intentions.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so I was gonna ask you. And then, you know, this question got brought up to me by somebody, but I'm going to go ahead and ask you. So, I don't know if it's a rumor but I'm still going to ask it. That, you know, do you prefer skinny guys or bigger guys?
Who told you that?
You rather rock with Tupac or Biggie?
Honestly, bro, like, it's not, I don't even care. Like, I like big boys, honestly. Yeah. And it's crazy because I was just a little lit the other day, and I was, scrolling on my phone and shit, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let the world know, like, what the fuck I like. And I tweeted it, you know what I mean? I was like, I like big boys. I don't care. Like, hashtag my type. You know what I mean? And then it was crazy because, like, I started getting, like, reactions and shit, and I'm like, oh, shit, like y'all didn't know that, and y'all fuck with it. It's crazy. Like, but honestly, bro, like, I just think, like, big boys are... I don't know. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of reasons, bro. I just like big boys. I like skinny boys. They don't cuddle good. You know what I mean? Like mostly skinny boys are whores. There's some big boys that are whores, but I'm like, for the most part, like big boys just want to like hug you and feed you and like show you good time. Like from my experience, you know what I mean? All the big boys that I've been around and dated or whatever, like they show me a good time and they just like, I don't know, and then they like feel good. I'm sorry, like that's just what it is. I'd rather date Biggie than Tupac, honestly.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like I said, I stumbled across that question, so I was like, you know what, I gotta ask her.
Okay.
No, you good.
Oh, my bad. I'm fucking up your set over here.
She got nervous, y'all.
You made me nervous. You bringing it up. It's crazy. And then on Father's Day, I woke up and I was like, happy Father's Day. Where the big daddies at? Bro, stay off my Twitter.
So you see more for the dad bod.
Yeah, bro, straight up. Deeper than the dad bod. I like it more than the dad bod. Yeah, honestly, bro, I don't know. Big boys are more fun to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just like, honestly, it's crazy because I've realized that like when a guy is just super pretty and attractive and shit, I don't like it. Like it makes me not like him. Like when he's too pretty and shit and all in shape. Like I don't like it. It makes me not fuck with him.
Is it because you think, is it a competition thing?
No, honestly, I think just in my experience, honestly, maybe it started back like in like grade school, like, the pretty, I was like a nerdy little girl, like big old glasses and shit, and my hair was all fuzzy. And like those guys were kind of mean to me and shit, So like growing up, I started not to like guys that were super attractive. And I think that's just where it started, you know what I mean? And I always tell everybody, like, I'm a snacking ass bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I bust out with the snacks. Like, I'll make snacks. I'll throw Valentina on a bunch of shit. Like, with the chips. I'm always with a snack. Yeah. My friends know and shit. But, and big boys, they just know how to snack too. You know what I mean? Like, they come up with some shit. I'm just like, fuck yeah. Like, we just find harmony, I think. Yeah.
That's what's up. Hey, but you know what? I gotta bring up your nails.
My nails?
Hey, y'all check out her nails, man.
What's up?
Hey, they're on another level.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me.
Hey.
I can still fight with these though.
Hey, so y'all big boys, y'all watching, y'all tuning in, man.
Let's go out to eat.
Shoot your shot. Look, she's calling y'all out. What?
I do. I like big boys.
It's crazy. I would have thought the opposite. I thought you were more into the athletic type dude.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Honestly. And if I didn't like work, so I care about my fitness, you know what I mean? Like I work hard in the gym, I have a trainer and shit. For the most part, like on the regular, I try to watch what I eat. But I work hard in the gym so I could snack. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that like I try to like balance it. And I'm so on my fitness, but then I've noticed that like when I'm with a big boy, like he has to show me off more because I'm all fit and like cute and shit. Yeah. And I'm like little chiquita, and like he just like likes to show me off more, and it's like like got a bad bitch, you know what I mean? And that feels good. But like when you got like a pretty guy and he's just like all athletic and shit or whatever, like it's just like like I can get a pretty bitch anytime, you know what I mean?
Hey, I feel like you know what, Chris is gonna send a trend. The next
it's big boy season, baby. That's what I'm telling everybody. I'm just like, get you a big boy. Like when my girls tell me problems I got, I'm just like, get you a big boy.
So, hey, for the viewers, are you single?
Technically, I'm single. Technically, I have a boo, but technically, I'm single.
Okay, say, hey, she's still available, fellas. So, hey, shoot her a DM.
We're talking beginning stages. That's what I'm saying. And there's no title, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? But I got a little thang. He's a big boy. Hey, I need a big boy.
You better step his game over because I mean, you just calling them out. They're gonna start coming out the woodworks. Watch your DMs going.
They did. Like once I tweeted that, like. I didn't even know, like, I had that many big boys on my Twitter. And they're just like, oh, shit. I had no idea. Let me find out. And I'm just like, oh, someone's like, you a chubby chaser? And I'm like, certified.
Certified. I mean, so now that your DM is full of all these big boys, I mean, how you gonna choose?
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You got to see who they treat me right, bro. They just treat me good. I don't know. Like, let's go out to eat and find out. I love food, bro. And that's what it is, too.
Yeah.
Honestly, in high school, my biggest that I was, because I was way bigger, like, in high school. I was, like, 140, I think. It was the highest that I reached. For me, like, I'm 5'4", you know? So, I was kind of thicker. And I was real self-conscious about it and shit. And after high school, that's when I started, like, getting into my fitness and shit. But I don't know. I just, like, I think I'm real humble because of, like, what I went through in school and shit. And just I really, there's people that I'm friends with, like, from high school that they'll call me randomly and they'll be like, Krystall, tell them we're homies since high school because they don't fucking believe me. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't friends with no popular people. You know what I mean? And then I'll be like, FaceTime me. And then I'll FaceTime them. And then like everyone around me tripping out and just like, what? How do you know Krystall Poppin? And I'm just like, those are like, I rock with my people like that have been down with me since then. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't popping back then. You know what I mean? At all in any sense of the motherfucking word. So.
But look at you now.
You know, look at me now. Yeah. Nah. And if I'm mad at you, you can buy me some food and I'll probably not be mad at you anymore.
You be like, all right, that's the bride. Food.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. You know, there's interesting facts that, you know, I didn't know, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask her and I'm put her on blast.
That's hilarious. I can't believe it.
So I had to do it, you know.
I'm going to make big boys a trend. Watch.
Hey, watch it. Hey, she make a shirt.
Oh, I should make a shirt. Oh, I already know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like big boy season. Oh.
You better send me one.
Okay, I will. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, that's dope. Interesting facts. You know, you never know your favorite artists. You know what they're into, what they like. So you're more of tacos or pizza?
Tacos for sure, for sure. Like I can get tired of pizza. Like I was in New York. We had pizza a lot because there's pizza on every corner, you know what I mean? And you're always on the go. So, just grab a slice. Just grab a slice. And I got tired of that shit, you know what I mean? And it's all bread. And like, I don't like to eat too much bread all the time, you know? So for sure, tacos, like 100%. And I like the real Mexican shit. Like I like lengua, buche, like all that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, now this one is a good question right here. LA food, California food, or Texas?
Texas, 1,000,000%.
What?
Don't play with me.
What?
It's Texas, bro. Trust me, I lived in LA for a year.
You don't like the food?
Texas is the motherfucking shit, bro. Honestly.
You like more the Tex-Mex or?
No, I can go for some real fucking Mexican food. Like I said, like I like the lengua.
You know what? A lot of people that head out to Cali and, you know, they're always, you know, I always hear the same thing. It's like, oh man, the food is amazing. You know, that's where I'm from. So I was like, yeah. That's
why you riding so hard. I was like, come on. I mean, look, y'all got some real good street food, honestly. But I think just like the restaurants, a lot of the times I would run into some restaurants and it just wasn't it, you know? Maybe I was in the wrong side. I don't know. But what I'm realizing, like, especially in El Paso, like, you could be cruising and you see a spot like, fuck it, I'm hungry, let me go eat there, and it's probably going to be busting. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I didn't really, like, you're probably going to hate me, and I'm sorry, Callie. I'm so fucking sorry, but I have to be honest. King Taco is not it, bro. It's not it. It's just, and it's so hyped up over there. Like, yo, try King Taco. And I'm just like, yo, I don't like it. I'm sorry. You're looking at me crazy right now. I'm so sorry, and I know people are gonna hate. You're gonna hate. Good. I'm sorry, guys. I gave it 2 tries. I was like, hey, maybe the first one is just, I just got the wrong shit. And then I tried it again.
I mean, was it something that it was recommended to you, and that's why you went?
It's because everyone talks about it. Like when you're like, oh, I want some tacos. Where should I go? And they're like, oh, King Taco. Go to King Taco. And then like, I'm like,
it's probably because your expectations were a whole lot higher.
Yeah,
but maybe. Then when you tried it, you're like, nah.
I don't know.
It's kind of like the placebo effect.
Maybe. I don't know.
So
the tostadas were like, not good. You know what I mean?
Did you get some tacos?
I got tacos, yeah, I did.
But it still didn't.
I had better tacos on the street of LA than a lot of times in a restaurant.
And that's crazy you said that, because I remember a lot of times when I used to be downtown with my mom, because my mom used to, she used to go to the fashion district and get a lot of the clothes.
I fuck with the fashion district.
And she used to be out there, hustling, but we would see the lunch trucks. Man, the lunch trucks always had the best food.
I feel it. That's usually when I had some good food. It was from a truck, for sure. Or on the street, like they had just the stoves out there. You know what I mean? Like cutting it up and shit. A long ass line out on the sidewalk. Those were dope. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But Texas, bro, and you gotta realize, like, Texas is on the border. Like, we're real close to the homeland. So like it's
so
just.
Is Cali?
I mean,
Cali's right there on the border too. I mean, the border for us is about what, 8-10 hours from here.
Yeah, like I'm right there. You know what I mean?
You're next door.
Yeah.
You just jump over.
Like I'll be, let's go get lunch in fucking Juarez. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you party a lot at Juarez?
I haven't partied recently. Last time I did a show out there maybe a couple years ago. And we went partying and shit, and it was dope. Like, it was really cool. You definitely gotta go with someone who knows what's up.
Yeah.
And to take you around. We had like a guide and shit that knew the spots. Here, go here, don't go here, like stuff like that, for sure. Like, don't go by yourself. Too
bad. What's his name lost his shot?
Who?
What's his name? Jay
Vaz. Okay, look, and he's here. So look, I'm gonna straight up tell y'all, it's not gonna be a secret, okay? Motherfucking, I gave J Vaz a shot. I gave him a fucking chance, and he dropped the ball. So I'm sorry.
Dang.
It's not my fault. I gave him a shot. So he DM'd me like a little bit before Valentine's Day. And he was all like, I think he sent me a picture of like some elotes and shit. And he's like, be my Valentine. And I was like, I'm down. And then he was just like, what should we do? And I was just like, let's go eat. And then and then you can even interview me and we'll turn it to content or whatever. And he was like, all right, bet. And then like just as it got closer, like he just wasn't hitting me up. And then fucking Valentine's Day coming, I'm gonna see this motherfucker hits me up. I even got ready because I was just like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna be ready and shit. And he never came through. Like, he never hit me up. And I was like, all right, that's cool. I was like, genuinely, J Vaz, I was straight up gonna go on a date with him. And he didn't come through.
Jay.
Yeah, and he's a big boy, you know what I'm saying? So you had a double shot, okay?
Oh my God.
So I was like, okay, whatever. And then later on I find out he said because he didn't have a haircut.
Bruh.
You see?
Jay, you let a haircut stop you,
He
bro.
let a haircut stop him from being great. So, I mean, it is what it is. And cheers. Cheers, J Vaz. You know what I mean? And now I got a little boo, so it's all good. It's all good.
You had your chance, bro. You had your chance. Oh, well. That's what it goes. That's what happens.
That's the way it goes.
So we're going to go ahead and jump into the interview portion of the show. And, for a lot of y'all that don't know Krystall Poppin, of course, she be popping. So let them know where you from.
So I'm from motherfucking big bad El Paso, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Over there we got, we're on the border of Mexico, straight up, like Juarez right there. My family as well, born and raised in El Paso. My abuelos, they're from Durango. And Santa Monica. And, you know, like I spent most of my life there, and I was actually talking to someone earlier today. I was like, I didn't leave the city till like 2015, ever. Like I had only been to Juarez, then when I left El Paso, like that's it. And in 2015, that's when I really started like traveling and like seeing shit. So, but that happens a lot there. Like a lot of people, they'll never leave the city. You know what I mean? And I'm hoping to like kind of like show everyone like what is possible. The music scene is. It's not extremely big there. There's a lot of talent, but I think that we really need someone who came from the local scene to show everyone like how it's done, you know. And that's what I really hope to do, to take my experiences back to the city and kind of like guide other artists there and like kind of like show them like what's possible and what can be done and what I've done, you know, and kind of get back in that way. But El Paso's dope, you know what I mean? Like it's a big big little city or a little big city. Like it's kind of like that, you know what I mean? Yeah. The food's bomb. Everyone's mom makes the best fucking menudo, you know what I mean? Like it's really cool. A bunch of sexy ass Latinas are there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, El Paso's vibe, I love it. I really want to like buy my first house there. Like I want to like settle there and shit. Like I want to raise my kids there and stuff like that. Even though I want to travel, like I'll probably have a little penthouse here and penthouse there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But for the most part, I definitely want to like raise my kids in El Paso.
For some reason, El Paso just seems hot.
Yeah, it's very hot. Did you see how hot it was today? You haven't been outside?
Oh, hell yeah. I've been outside.
It was hot today, but if it's that hot here right now, it's probably like 10 times worse in El Paso right now.
But I think the reason why it's been hot out here because of the humidity. It's been raining a lot. So, you know, I think that has a little bit to do with it. But, you know, just El Paso just seems more heat. It's heat.
It's dry heat. We don't get the humidity. So that's at least good.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer that dry heat than the humidity.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I've learned to appreciate it, though. For sure. I've learned to appreciate the heat because, you know, when I started going into like saunas and like, you know, detoxing and shit, I started challenging myself to see like to enjoy it versus like, when am I going to get out? When am I going to get out? You know, I was like, let's enjoy this this feeling. So once I started going to saunas and enjoying the heat, that's when I started like, it doesn't bother me as much as it used to, you know? So I really like it. I'd prefer the heat over the cold. That's why I would never move to New York. Even though I loved it, like, I wouldn't move there because their winters are crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, it's fucking wild. But I enjoy the heat now, you know? Yeah. It's definitely hot out there.
So when did you jump into the music scene?
So I jumped on the mic for the first time in 2013. Mm-hmm. That's when I started, like... Before that, I hadn't even written a song or anything like that. I wrote some raps before that, but I had never like spit them or nothing like that. So I jumped on the mic in 2013. And then I believe in 2014, that's when like I met my group LFDC. And that's who I've been rocking with. Like literally those are my day ones. Yeah. So when I met them, they were making music for a little while. And they kind of like showed me the ropes. And they're like, this is how recording in a real studio goes. Like this is how you shoot videos. Like they really showed me everything that I know now. And in 2015, that's when I left the city to pursue this like professionally, full-time, quit my job and everything like that. 2016 is when I dropped my first album. It was like produced with two producers and in like a legit studio. It was a really cool experience, like to put a project together. I kind of like I saw like what that was like. And then I just started traveling after that. I started doing a lot of stuff after that. Experimented with sound, kind of like finding my voice and everything like that. Started doing shows like crazy. Now I really enjoy performing. Like, I think performing is one of my favorite parts about the artistry for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then now I'm just really trying to evolve and like to do bigger and better things than I've ever done for sure.
What would you say were some of your influences?
I have a bunch of crazy influences. I feel like starting out, I was like when I was studying, when I first started rapping, I like studied a lot of like the 90s golden era hip hop. Mm-hmm. You know, Lauryn Hill, Pac, Biggie. I love Biggie a lot. I think I'm more of like an East Coast girl for sure.
Yeah, we kind of figured
that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even like because he's a big boy. Like, yeah. I just I love what he does on a track, and I would love to strive to to reflect even a glimpse of what he can do to a track.
Mm-hmm.
I love Biggie. Other than that, someone that I really admire and someone who I would love to meet, and I'd probably freak out if I met him, was Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar, I studied him so much. I admire him. I look up to him. He really he's the one I feel raised me in my rap.
Mm.
Other than him, Kanye West. I also listen to what's up?
So let me ask you.
Yeah.
K-Dot or Kendrick?
I mean, K-Dot was hungry, you know what I mean? K-Dot was he was like that, I want it. Kendrick is more, he's more refined, he's a little more serious, but he gives you that shit, you know?
Rigor mortis?
Yeah.
That bitch was hard.
Yeah, straight up, Section 80 and shit, you know what I'm saying?
See, it's funny because when I came across Kendrick, it was when he was K-Dot.
Yeah, wow, okay.
Yeah, so, my little cousin put me on him. And I was like, who are these cats? Because, I guess, with J-Rock and Schoolboy Q and Absol, they formed that group, Black Hippies, but, I was like, this shit is dope. I like all types of music, especially, the younger music that's out, I fuck with a couple of them.
Yeah.
But when I came across them, I was like, they blew my mind. I was like, man, this shit is dope. Yep. It was a different sound, something different. And, of course, they came from the West Coast. So, I had to show love. So, but I could definitely rock with that.
Yeah, for real.
Kanye too,
Kanye, yeah, dude. I mean, Kanye's a beast in every aspect, producing, writing, anything he touches is amazing.
New Kanye or old Kanye?
I love both because I understand him. I feel like I get it. I get the old Kanye. I get the new Kanye. I get it. So I respect him for who he's become. You know what I mean? For sure, I get it. Other than them, I like to listen to other shit. I like to listen to indie rock. I grew up rocking with the Killers. The Killers, just that writing style and just getting away. I like to get away from hip hop sometimes. I'll go super, super hip hop and then I'm just I don't want to listen to any rap right now. And I'll just start listening to a bunch of different stuff. The Killers and the Strokes, the Doors, Led Zeppelin.
The Doors.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll get into a bunch of stuff like that where I'm just I need a break from hip hop right now. And I feel that's really helped me lyrically. Just and I concept wise on songs and shit.
What's your favorite Doors song?
My favorite?
Yeah.
One that I really remember, and it's because my homie's mom was really drunk one time singing it, and we just had a blast singing it. It was LA Woman.
Oh, LA Woman, that's dope. That's a classic.
You know what I mean?
LA Woman.
Yeah, straight up. No, but I like a lot of the Doors for real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because I've been jamming the Doors for a while. My big brother put me on it, and I remember jamming the Doors, and then kids be like, "What are you listening to?"
Yeah.
I was like, some jamming ass music.
Jamming ass music, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of my big influence, just because I listen to them every Sunday, is oldies, bro.
Oldies?
That's soul music. I feel it's where my soul comes from. Like when I put soul in a track, I feel I'm able to because of the oldies, for real. That era, just I've jammed it since I was fucking in the womb, you know what I mean? My mom was a chola and shit, you know? So I've been jamming oldies my whole life. And I love them. It's a big part of who I am.
Any particular group or singer that?
I mean, Etta James, fucking Sonny and the Sunlighters, Al Green, fucking there's a whole bunch. Fucking
my favorite is Brentwood.
Brentwood, yeah.
Brentwood be jamming.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye. War. You like War? Yeah. Yeah, dude, a lot. There's a lot every Sunday. Boom.
That's cool. That's dope. Hell yeah. a lot of times you meet people and you're like, they probably just listen to hip hop only.
Yeah.
But it's dope that you listen to all genres of music.
Yeah.
So, now that you say that, you could hear it, in your music too.
Yeah.
So that's dope. So, I was going to ask you, not too long ago, I seen this track you did with Animes. It was that whole was fire.
Yeah, I really liked it. She came to me with it. She had already done her parts, and then she's like jump on this shit, and I was like, oh damn, like this is dope. This is really, really cool. And we ended up putting it together, and then we did the video, and it was really cool. Like I think a lot of people feel like that shit's jam. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we did a couple cities and performed that song, right? Yeah, I even made it all the way to New York.
We did, yeah. That shit was wild. So we pulled up to Times Square, right? And we were only there for the night. Like we didn't even stay, Like it was just like boom. We pulled up and then we see some guys with like a speaker and a microphone, and they're doing their like street performance and shit. And we go up to them and we're just like, hey, can we borrow, like after your performance, can we borrow your mic and your speaker? And then they were just like, oh yeah, for sure. So they finished up their thing and shit. And then in New York, there's these like stairs that go, like these red stairs that go to, they're right in dead center of Times Square. And then you're not supposed to perform up there. You know what I mean? Like you're only allowed down. And I was just like, fuck that. Like, let's go up there. You know what I'm saying? I was just, let's fucking go. So then boom, we take the speaker and the mic and we go like right to the very top. And then I'm just like, what's up, New York? Like, oh, I'm Krystall Poppin. And she's like, I'm your girl Anime. So no, we just dropped this song. And we performed that hoe right there in fucking Times Square.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I seen it when y'all posted it on social media.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, look at these girls are wilding now.
Straight up, yeah. It was funny because, like, the street performers, you're supposed to actually register to perform on the street. Like, you're supposed to register. You're supposed to, and then you get, like, a time slot to be in a certain spot for a certain amount of time, and then you got to move. Like, that's how they do it in Vegas, too. I did it in Vegas, called busking. So I did that. And so when they were saying, like, well, we got to move soon and shit like that, so I understood. And then when we told them we wanted to go up the stairs, and like, you're not supposed to go up there. Like, they don't allow the performers up there. And that's when we said, fuck that,
Some Texas shit.
Yeah, straight up. And I was just like, nah, we going up there. But it was cool. It was a cool experience. We ended up performing at a bar after that. And we turned up, and it was really cool. Some fans showed up and shit. And
was that your first time in New York?
No, that was my second time in New York. My first time was in 2020 when COVID had hit.
Wow.
No one was outside.
Nobody was outside.
No one was outside. And I feel like I didn't really get the experience. Like we were I went to Times Square and there was like nobody there. And I was just like, man, and everything was closed. So I didn't get to go nowhere, nothing. So that was like my first time. But I was out there because an artist flew me out to do a feature. So I was and even on the plane ride, no one was in the plane, bro. It was so weird. It was so weird that like 2020 was weird.
Yeah.
Like the plane was empty. I show up, Times Square is empty, whatever. So when I went with Anna, it was my second time. And then just this, like when I just got back from New York. So it was my third time. But this time I feel like I really did New York. Like, cause I was out there like a week and a half. And I really did a lot of shit out there. So
let's talk about Bendy.
Ooh, Bendy, what's up?
So that's the new single.
Bendy's cool because I actually wrote that and recorded it 2 years ago in LA.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I did in LA with a producer, Mike Snell, who I met in LA. My girl Wish You Could connected us, got us in the studio. We ended up making that track the first day we met, which was cool. It was a vibe, the whole shit. And then just like what was happening with me musically, business-wise and stuff, shit, it just wasn't time for it to come out. And we just kept pushing it back. Eventually, we were just like, put it on the back burner and let's continue with new shit. And then around this time, I was like, I didn't want it because a lot of times this happens where like artists will have a really good song and they'll just let it go cold in the vault and they'll forget about it and it never comes out. You know what I mean? And then when it was time to drop a record, I was just like, I'm not gonna let Fendi die, bro. Like I'm like, it's now or never with this track. Like, let's go, let's run it. So I started talking to my team and I was like, I want to drop Fendi finally. And they're just like, okay, let's do it. We hit up my boy Sinsters to do the video. We planned the video one day and 2 days later we shot. So it was on some quick shit. But, like, everyone came together and made it really, really dope. My girl, Rose Petal Blunt, did my hair. She styled me. My boy, Vander, did my makeup. Like, the whole team really came together to make it as dope as I feel like it came out, where it could have been, like, half-ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, because I like the video. It was dope.
Yeah, I love the video. And my boy, Sinsters, is dope. Like, he's crazy with it. Like, he's one of the best videographers in El Paso, for sure. And he's going places, so... Y'all get Sinsters when you can.
So the video was shot in El Paso?
Yeah, it's all El Paso.
Okay.
So it's cool. It's a cool track, you know, and it's just for... I'm glad people are finally getting to hear it because I've been hearing it for a long time.
Yeah. So how does it feel that, you know, like that song you had it in the vault, but now you released it? And are you tired of it or?
I mean, so I was tired of it before it came out. And then now that it came out, it's like I'm listening to it for the first time. I don't know why that happens. Like, because other people are barely listening to it. So now I feel like I'm barely listening to it with them.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's this weird thing. It always happens with me when I drop music like that. Like, even if I've had music for a while, like I drop it and like I'll go watch the video 50 times myself just because I'm like, wow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we finally dropped this shit or whatever. Like, yeah.
Yeah, man, because I watched it several times.
Yeah.
And it's dope. I like everything about it, you know, just the colors, you know, just the whole nine.
Yeah.
And that's a dope-ass video. The concept, it was dope, too.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So let's talk about your collab with GT Garza.
Ooh, bro, fire. Have you heard it? Have you heard the tape?
Yeah, we was actually jamming it to it before you got here.
I fucking love that tape, man. Honestly, I be anytime, like, still to this day, when I go to the gym, that's the shit I throw on to get me hype and shit, like, to pump me up. Because just, bro, we killed it. And, like, we've been trying to do a tape forever. Since we met, we've been trying to do a tape. Mm-hmm. And we felt like it was time. It was time for this to happen. And I flew to Houston to do it. Like, literally, like, this year, I was just like, let's go, bro. Like, it's time. So we went in the studio. We were in the studio for like 2 weeks or something like that. And knocking shit out. We made a bunch of more songs that didn't come out, but ultimately these are the ones we picked. And Diaz Jr. ended up like doing the cover, which was really cool. Like, it's the Mayan calendar. Yeah. We dropped it on May 5th. You know what I mean? In the middle is a robot. And the whole thing with the robots, I was like, why is it called Army of the Robots? Yeah. And I said, because the movement is called La Máquina. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like the machine. Yeah. So we're just like the machine, it's always working. It's always grinding. It don't stop. Machines don't get tired. Like, all they do is work. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's just kind of like, that's La Máquina. So we were just like Army of the Robots, like armies of the machines. Like, we're machines and shit. Like, our whole fucking army.
So it's volume 1. So is there gonna be a volume 2?
Yeah, there will be a volume 2 for sure. That's why I wanted to do that, because I was like, we got to leave the door open, you know. We got to like let people know like this is gonna be continued for sure, because I love the music me and G make. He puts me in that rapping ass bag, you know. So like I want to keep up with him because he's a rapping ass motherfucker, you know. So like I always want to like keep up with him and shit, and show out and show that I can, and I feel like that's really cool, like for a female, you know, especially to be able to do that with one of the best Mexican lyricists.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's definitely GT Garza. Mm-hmm. You know, he never fails. Every time he drops something new, I'm like, this was dope. You know what I mean? Like, and that sometimes I hate that shit that, you know, when there's dope-ass Latino rappers just like GT. Mm-hmm. But I feel like sometimes they don't get either the respect or the recognition that they should get. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because, you know, he should be in a different platform than a lot of these artists that I hear around here.
Right, yeah. And it's crazy because I feel like a lot of that is It's just like working the social media. It has nothing to do with lack of talent. It's really just like, but G's all about the music. He don't give a fuck about social media. You know what I mean? He'll post, yeah, he keeps up with his fans and he makes sure that they know what he's up to. But like, that's not his forte. You know, his forte is the music. And I really wish that that's what it was. That's what it used to be. You know what I mean? And now it's like, if you can't, if you don't like act a clown sometimes on camera, like sometimes people don't want to watch, you know, or people aren't watching and shit. Yeah. And I feel like G's so about the music, and it's like you're either tuned in or you're not. You know, and I really feel like if people just gave him that listen, they would see that he's really like, he's dope. Like he taught me so much. He taught me techniques that I wasn't aware of. Like he taught me about all this shit. Like we would study music. Like we'd throw on a bunch of music videos, and then we'd be right there in his living room. I'd have my laptop out and shit, taking notes, like, and he'd point out shit that I wasn't even paying attention to in the song. Like, look how he said this because of that. Look how he structured this. And like, he would teach me, bro. Like he should really do like a course. You know what I mean? Like a rap course. I feel like people really benefit from the knowledge he has to give, for real. Because he knows what he's doing. And that man wakes up and raps. That's what he does. Like, day in and day out, he wakes up and he's motherfucking rapping.
I mean, that's how it's supposed to be, you know, especially when you got a love for the culture, you know, just for the music.
Yeah. He loves the music, bro.
Gotta live and breathe it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, or else why you in it?
I feel like someone needs to sign him. You know what I mean? I feel like, I don't know, Def Jam or someone needs to pick him up, because he can really benefit something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for real, I feel like someone needs to sign him, get him on their squad, something.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's about time for just Latino artists in general to just, you know, to showcase what we can do.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not speaking about, you know, nobody else, but you know, it's time to put a little flavor into the industry.
I agree. Something I was thinking about today was there's a lot of us, you know, there's a lot, but compared to everyone else, we're a small group. And I think that if we all came together more, we could really make this movement happen, because there's not a lot. Really, 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 to be think about it. Like, the people who are moving, the people who are consistent, the people who are serious about it, it's kind of not a lot. So if we all like really work together, did more with each other, collaborated more, shit like that, I really feel like we can make a wave.
Yeah.
Because everyone has, like, there's a wave here, there's a wave there, this person popping, this person's really popular. But what, like, the work that needs to be put in for us to really stand out in this industry is, like, we're not even tapping into it yet, you know? So that's what I'm saying, like, I collaborate with people, you know, people that I respect. Like, when I see an artist that I like fuck with, I'm like, damn, like, you got dope music and you got a movement. Like, I'll go fuck with them. You know what I mean?
So I wanted to ask you about the film you're in.
Yeah.
Let's get into that.
Yeah.
So what's the name?
It's called Lost Souls.
Lost Souls. Mm-hmm. And what's your role in the movie? So
I play a music manager in the movie, and I manage a group of rappers in the film. So how was that experience? That was cool. It was my first time. It was my first time rapping. My first time acting. I was really nervous, you know, especially because there was like a script and there was like, you know, like all this shit. Yes, I'm on camera like for music videos, but I've never been on camera like delivering like a scene, you know, and shit like that. So that was different. But it was a very enjoyable experience. And I feel like I was really trying to just listen to what the director wanted and making sure that I tried to genuinely deliver what they wanted. And they said I did really good. So they're like actually encouraging me to like continue this, like to pursue this as a career. They're saying like you should keep doing this, like for real. Like multiple people on that production team, they kept telling me like you need to keep doing this. And that's like, damn, like that's tight. Like I would love to do that. It's not like I've always wanted to act. I just never had the opportunity. And then when this came along, I was like, yeah, for sure. Like let's go. And I took it very serious. Like I took it real serious. Like I studied as much of the script as I had, like as much time as I had to study it. Anytime we were on set, like, it's real easy to complain about the work because like you sometimes you're getting up really early. You got to be on set at 9 a.m. I got to do hair and makeup. So I'm like, I'm up way before that trying to get ready for set. And, you know what I mean? It's 12-hour days that you're doing and shit. Like, it's very intense and it's every day. So we went my role required me to be there every day for a month. Some people went longer just because of like the parts that they played. But I was there every day for a month straight. And it started taking its toll on me and shit. And just dealing with other people. I can definitely see how like some people wouldn't enjoy this, but at the same time, like even with the stress that came with it, I was still enjoying it because I'm just like, I'm doing what I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do this. So that was really cool. And it was really rewarding to like see it on the big screen, at the end, like seeing everything come together. We all like the whole cast is like, we're actually rappers. Everyone on the cast is actually a musician. So we got to make the soundtrack for the movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Dope. So we actually got in the studio a lot of the times. Like we were creating songs different than what I've been used to making. You know what I mean? Like different. It's still hip hop, but it's like they call it genre bending music. Like that's what one of the reviews called it, which I feel like is probably like a good way to describe it. Because it's more than that. It's more than just hip hop. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's movie music for sure.
Yeah.
And to be a part of like a soundtrack for a movie, that was crazy. Like to hear my voice like in the movie was wild. So it was a really cool experience. And we ended up winning second place. So
wow. And that was at the Tribeca?
Yeah, Tribeca Film Festival. They told me that you don't just get in there, like you have to be selected. So just being in the festival period was already a win. And then not only were we selected to be in the festival, like out of all the movies, like we won second place. That's crazy. Like that's really cool.
So is the movie actually going to be streaming anywhere or?
So what we're hoping happens is that a few people watch the movie, like from Sony, like Netflix, like people from these distributors. They went to the festival, and we're hoping that someone purchases the film, and then they distribute it. So that's what we're waiting on right now.
That'd be dope. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
And then now you're blowing up. Now I'm mad because I'm like, I should have got the black and white. She could have signed it.
Shit. Nah, you just got to go to my show.
Hey, I'll be there for sure. So you actually got to grace the cover of Entertainment. So
that was cool.
That was dope.
Entertainment magazine, yeah. So the day that the film premiered, before the premiere, we had the photo shoot with People Magazine Entertainment Weekly. And it was cool because it was just like, it was like a professional set, photographer and everything. We did individual photos and it was so fast. Like everything was, because every movie was there to take their shot. You know what I mean? So like my movie comes in and it's like individual. And then, all right, group picture. And then like we were in and out, So that shit was wild. It was really cool to experience like the way that they move on that kind of production. That was really cool to see. And I think the pictures came out fire. Like, I haven't even posted, like, my individuals and shit. You know what I mean? So, I'll show you them. But, yeah, it was cool. And then we're just waiting for it to, like, come out. And it came out on the website.
That's dope. Dope. I mean, from the last time you were here to now, I mean, damn, you've done a whole lot of shit. Yeah, I must say, I'm impressed with everything you're doing. I'm a fan of your music. You know, so I'm glad that, things are looking out for you. So,
Thank you.
You deserve it when you put in so much hard work.
When you put in the work, bro. And that's what I hope people can see, because it's real easy for people to say, like, she don't deserve it. It's real easy for people to just hate on what I'm doing, and it's just like...
Let them hate, because they
work,
say when they're hating, you're doing something right.
Right.
So hey, embrace the hate.
Yeah, I do. Shit. I actually do embrace the hate, because it's funny to me, because nothing is valid that a hater has to say about me.
Yeah, I mean, they're keeping your name relevant. So hey, haters, keep on hating.
Keep on hating.
So I know. Speaking of the man. You just joined with Smooth, right?
Yeah.
So let us know a little bit about your ventures with Smooth Vega.
Bro, in the short amount of time that I've been Team Smooth Vega, it has been amazing. It's been productive. It's been clean business. There's been a plan since day one. He's been working like areas of my career that I didn't even know needed work. Like, he sat me down and like came up with like concepts, ideas for shit. Like, he's coming to me with plans and ideas, and I'm just like, whoa, like, this is tight. Like, Smooth is teaching me a lot, and we've only been working together for a short amount of time. You know what I mean? And I feel really blessed that this is finally happening. And he's been trying to work with me for a while, you know what I mean? So I think that it just, divine timing, everything happens when it's supposed to happen. And I really feel like he knows what he's doing for real. And I really appreciate him.
Oh yeah, homeboy, I definitely gotta say, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, he does.
I be on his social all the time, and I'm like,
he knows how to work the socials. He's very current. He's very like, bro, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, because even when I started doing my thing, we went out to lunch a couple times, and you know what I mean, be like, what's up, Smooth? Give me some pointers, give me some tips, and hey, the man knows what he's talking about, and I always salute the man. I would love to put him on camera, but he told me not to. So I'm going to respect it this one time. But he's here. He's here right now. So, just want to give you your props, bro. I see everything that you're doing, bro. And shit, that shit motivates me, on the real tip, because I don't like blowing smoke up nobody's ass. Yeah. And, dude knows what he's doing. You can see it. Hey, what does it say? People lie, but numbers don't. And,
exactly.
Facts.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I got to see, that y'all started working together, and I was like, I wanted to see where this is going. Yeah. Because, if Smooth's behind it, something's bound to happen.
Yeah, straight up. And I've experienced that. And it was funny because when we first started talking about working, of course, like, you start saying like, oh, well, I don't want to, work without, knowing that this is going to be like, we're going to continue doing work. You know what I mean? Eventually we'll get a contract going and stuff. And I was like, whoa, like at first I was just like, I have PTSD because of contracts. For real, like contracts just scare the fuck out of me just because of the way my shit has gone before in the past and shit. And then he was like, you know what? Let's work. Let me show you. I know what I'm talking about. And dude, like that. Like the first 3 moves, I was just like, dude, send me a contract. You know what I mean? I was just like, you don't got to prove no more, bro. Like I see it. Yeah, exactly. So, all that just to say that I think it just blows my mind. Like the way when business is handled correctly, just like how smooth everything goes, it's blowing my mind, man. Yeah. It blows my mind. Yeah. So props to Smooth for real. Like he's really the one.
Yeah. So that's dope. I'm glad, things are rolling smooth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hell yeah. So what can we expect for you in the future?
In the future, you can expect way more music coming out way more frequently. Like, that's a given. You can expect to see me in more productions on TV, film. I really want to get into commercials. Like, I want to start working that area of my career. Like, I loved acting. So, like, that's definitely going to be a part of my life now. More shows with more purpose. I think I really want to evolve my show. Like, anything that I feel like you've seen from me is going to evolve. Like, it's time. I feel it. I've felt it for a while now, and I feel like it's starting to show and starting to come out, and it's just gonna amplify, especially with everything that me and Smooth, like all the plans that we definitely have coming. Shit, and just I hope to also do other things like community wise and like mentor wise. I was actually thinking, I was like, you know what? I feel like I've learned enough at this point to start helping others. Even if I'm not talking about I'm gonna go sign an artist, but even just mentoring an artist or like giving advice. Like, if you guys need advice or you guys have questions, like, ask me, because I probably have an answer for you because of all the shit I've been through, for real. Like, I don't think people realize how much I've been through in this industry. Like, I've been through the motherfucking ringer. You know what I mean? And I got a lot of advice. I got a lot of knowledge in this shit. So I definitely want to give back. I want to start giving back for sure. Yeah. That's cool. And if you're new in this fucking game, like, buckle up, baby, because it's a motherfucking ride. Yeah, it's a marathon. So
would you ever?
It's a bumpy road for real.
Would you ever leave music for acting?
I think it's so funny because, like, I thought about that. You know what I mean? And it might happen, but I feel like I'll never be able to leave it alone, really, because no matter what, like, even like, for instance, like during COVID, when we thought like the world was ending and no one wanted to hear music, and like, what's the point? I was still in that motherfucking studio because I didn't know what else to do, and I didn't want to do anything else. Like, that's what music really saved me, you know, as a human being. And music is always there. Whenever I'm sad, I'll go make a song and it makes me happy, you know? Like, I'll make a song about being sad, and after I'm done, I'm crying and I'm happy, you know, just because, like, it just does something for me that nothing else in my life has been able to do. So I don't think I'll ever really be able to leave it alone, even if I do pursue acting, like, completely. So yeah, like, I don't know. I definitely feel like I'm not done though. Like, I have some big dreams. I have some big like visions that I've seen myself on stages in Japan, you know, like, just performing in arenas.
Speaking into existence.
Yeah, for real.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm not done, you know.
Y'all heard her, man. She is not done. She's barely beginning. So, you know, I'm excited, you know, to see your journey and see where you're headed in the future. I guess, you know, if you got any shout outs, you know, let them know what's up.
Yeah. Mike check 1 2. I was saying, I just want to shout out, of course, Smooth, for, you know, definitely giving me back that, like, spark that I feel was starting to die inside me. Really, bro, like, when we started working, I was starting to get depressed just because of, like, all the bullshit. But yeah, shout out to Smooth for real. Shout out to DS Jr. for always rocking with me, being, like, you know, that confidant that I can, like, trust as well. Shout out GT Garza for always believing in me. He believes in me so much, and I definitely don't want to let him down. I definitely want to prove to him that he was right, because he's been talking about, like, oh, she's the one, and I want to prove him right, you know, and I'm going to show him, like, you weren't wrong. I want to take it far for him, for real. I guess, I mean, shout out EPT. Oh, what's up, baby? I'm going to put on for my city. For real, I definitely want to put a Paso on the map. There's been some famous people to come out of there, and I definitely want to be, like, on that Hall of Fame. For real, I want people to know that I came from the local scene. Like, I performed, like, people who became famous from El Paso didn't hit the local scene. They just kind of, like, got famous, you know what I mean? And I went through the motherfucking, I was there doing the show, selling the 10 tickets in order to get my spot on the stage, you know what I mean? Like, I did that, and I want to show people that someone from the dirt of El Paso, like, came from the dirt of there, like made it, you know? I definitely want to put on for my city. And just shout out anyone that believes in me, my fans, my friends, you know what I mean? Here, like, just supporting me, people that have been there, who are barely coming around. Like, I'm gonna take this all the way. So you love me or hate me, get used to me.
Let them know where they can find your music and where they can follow you at IG and all that.
Okay, so you can follow me everywhere at Krystall Poppin. Krystall with a K and 2 L's. If you put it with 1 L, you're talking about the wrong bitch. It's 2 L's. Everywhere, Krystall Poppin, Spotify, Instagram, Apple Music, YouTube. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have a show called Bring a Friend. I go live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. And I'm building this community. And it's really cool because if you really want to get to know me, you really want to, like, see me on, like, if you really want to keep up with me, like, if you are interested in keeping up with me on my day-to-day, like, what I'm going through, tune into my lives on YouTube for sure. Other than that, I hope I'm not missing anybody. And you, bro, thanks for having me. I know we've been talking about getting me in here for a minute. So, yeah. And you told me you had the Hennessy, so I'm saying, you know.
You got to keep it all day when Krystall comes through.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and hey, y'all big boys, y'all make sure y'all hit her DM.
Oh, shout out to the big boys. Hey, I better see y'all at my shows. I want all the big boys. I want to take pictures with y'all. I want to, like, squeeze you and hug you, you know what I mean? Like, hugging big boys is so dope, bro. Like, I'm just thinking about it right now.
It's big boy season.
It's big boy season. If you ain't had a hug from a big boy, you're missing out, baby.
Hey, she said she's gonna drop the merch, so y'all stay tuned for the merch. I'm gonna drop a big boy
shirt, and that's only gonna come in big boy sizes. Fuck these skinny boys.
Hey, I mean, it is what it is, man. So hey, I'll be looking for my shirt. So
get you a big boy.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming through. Smooth. Thanks for coming, bringing her by, and you be coming soon, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Smooth just said, and
oh, and then shout out the movie. I forgot. Yeah, Lost Souls, baby. Won second place. Tribeca is gonna be coming out very soon. Keep an eye out.
There you have it, man. And you know, thanks to again, Krystall Poppin for coming through, man. If you're out there, you know, press them likes, boom, boom, subscribe, you know, and thanks again for stopping by.
Thank you.
And blessing us with your presence.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
Already. So yeah, thanks to everybody for tuning in. And like I say, keep your ears to the streets, and I'll catch you on the block. It's your boy Money Elms. Peace.
I leave them red like spaghetti. Pull up in that Bentley, rockin' Fenty, that's a Fendi. Bitches talking, don't offend me, catch me counting Benjis. Negativity don't affect me, I'm counting plenty. I'm a dime, you bitches pennies, I'm just being petty. Pull up in that Bentley, rockin' Fenty, that's a Fendi. Bitches talking, don't offend me, catch me counting Benjis. Negativity don't affect me, I'm counting plenty. I'm a dime, you bitches pennies, I'm just being petty. Lot of bitches that I'm better than. They talk behind my back cause I'm ahead of them. Texas on my letterman. Flew to Mazatlán to get a better 10. In my bag. When I think about my future, I see racks. Put my city on the map. This shit slap, tell the DJ bring it back. Krystall been poppin', they hate I'm never forgotten. They hate I know that I got it. They hate I know that I'm top 10. Steady moving in silence. If you test me, I'm violent. Think you fly, I'm the pilot. You can't even get in the cockpit. You can't get in. Pull up in that Bentley, rockin' Fenty, that's a Fendi. Bitches talking, don't offend me. Catch me counting Benjis. Negativity don't affect me, I'm counting plenty. I'm a dime, you bitches pennies, I'm just being petty. I'm on the come up, that's word to my mama. You gon' drown in my drip, bitch, I take you under. Second checks and riding flows, cashing in my commas. Don't worry when I spend, it's coming back like karma. Throwing bands on these hoes, walking my section, rubber bands on the floor. Better watch your man, he a hoe. Don't be mad at you, bro. Try to smash, I said no. Pull up in that Bentley, rockin' Fenty, that's a Fendi.